Slithery surprises inside a Bessemer Elementary School. How school leaders are trying to get a handle on a snake problem there. Plus, it's a crime to intentionally skip jury duty, but some scammers are making threats, what they claim will happen to you, and how to avoid being a victim. And WBRC is proud to partner with the Salvation Army for the Angel Tree campaign once again this year. We have a look back at today's kickoff event in Leeds.
Live on your side, WBRC 6 News at 10 starts with First Alert Weather.
Thank you for joining us tonight for this digital edition of WBRC 6 News First at 9. I'm Brittany Gion. We have plenty of news to get to tonight, but first let's start with your First Alert weather. Meteorologist Tania Michelle is here breaking down our chances for rain this weekend. Tania, we really need it.
Oh, listen, we desperately needed it, and that goes more for our friends with extremely dry conditions, like down in parts of Greene and even Hale County, the little red that you see there. Severe drought up towards Etowah, parts of Cherokee County into Calhoun, St. Clair, and even North Talladega. We have severe drought to the west and north and west in Marion and in Winston County. Not the only ones dealing with dry conditions. It is so dry all across the nation. But the good news is here at home, we do have a little bit of wet weather that will help to improve those drought conditions. Not enough to bust the drought, but enough to improve it. We will see the greatest rain chance areas west of I-65. Up north and west, about 1.5 inches of rain, 1 inch there in Fayette. We could see around 3/4 of an inch down south and west, with more looking closer to 1/2 inch in far east Alabama. But we'll be breaking down those rain chances more right here digitally coming up in weather every 6.
New updates tonight on the Garett Walker case in Tuscaloosa. Walker was a 20-year-old University of Alabama student who drowned in the Black Warrior River 3 years ago. Tuscaloosa police have ruled out anything criminal in this case. A lawsuit in the case against the Gray Lady Bar in Tuscaloosa is still pending, but today Walker's family's attorney announcing a lawsuit against the Delta Chi chapter on campus at the University of Alabama. Attorney Josh Hayes believes the fraternity failed Garett Walker by issuing a no-contact order against him in a hazing incident he was not involved in. He believes Walker would not have been at the bar that night had that order not been issued.
Had he not been wrongfully kept away from his fraternity house and his brothers, he would have been celebrating the LSU game with them on November 6th and not where he was eventually.
Now, we have reached out to the fraternity for comment. We're still waiting to hear back. Stay with us here on air and on the WBRC News app for updates. We're working to confirm more information tonight about a chartered flight that appeared to have the Auburn men's basketball team on board. The team is scheduled to play a road game in Houston tomorrow night. Air traffic control audio and flight path data posted online appeared to show a chartered flight left Auburn this afternoon, then turned around during the flight. According to timestamps, the flight first left Auburn just before 3 o'clock. Air control audio includes a request from the pilot to divert and land in Montgomery, but the plane landed back in Auburn about 40 minutes after takeoff. When asked about the reason, the pilot mentions, quote, "We have a bunch of basketball players fighting." For legal reasons, WBRC cannot share the audio with you right now, but we've reached out to Auburn Athletics, Auburn Police, and the Auburn Airport for comment. Stay with us as we learn more about this developing story. A warning tonight if you just got a call from the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office claiming you're about to be arrested. We don't want you to panic, though, because right now someone is impersonating the DA's office trying to swipe your money. Your reporter Brady Talbert is looking at how to protect yourself.
Yeah, DA Danny Carr says someone is spoofing his office's number, telling them they did not report for jury duty and will now be arrested. However, we know this is fake.
This is not uncommon. If you talk to the sheriff, he'll tell you that. If you talk to any of your local police, they'll tell you. This is a very common scam.
The DEA sharing this post on Facebook so people can stay on high alert. He says in some cases the scammer is telling people they can make a payment to avoid being arrested. The DA's office reiterating it will not call, email, or write a letter for jury service, or attempt to collect fines for failure to appear or respond to jury service. Anyone who gets this call is asked to hang up, don't provide any information, and call police. Experts with the Better Business Bureau tell me this not only protects you from this jury duty scam, but from future fraud too.
The problem is it doesn't go away. The scammer knows you've been victimized once, and they'll try again with a different scam. And that's where people don't realize these scammers keep records, and you're building a dossier in every one of us. And that's why it's so important that if it's urgent, take a minute, take a breath, hang up, call the Jefferson County Sheriff, call the Jefferson County Courthouse, verify that there's an issue about a jury duty summons.
And the DA says they will not ask for sensitive information like your social security number or your driver's license number over the phone or even by email. So again, if you get this phone call, hang up and call police. Your reporter in Jefferson County, I'm Brady Talbert, WBRC 6 News, on your side.
ALDOT holding its final community input meeting to help state officials put together a statewide bicycle and pedestrian plan. 5 meetings giving ALDOT officials a chance to tell folks exactly how they're planning on building out transit infrastructure. ALDOT leaders say the goal is to continue making Alabama a friendly state for bikers and pedestrians.
ALDOT's hoping to learn from the public about specific locations where bicycles and pedestrian transportation needs improvement and where it could be, and what we need to know what the challenges are, and we wanted to get face-to-face information from people.
We have full coverage on the plan on the WBRC News app. You can also find more information on ALDOT's website. Birmingham fire investigators are trying to figure out what caused a vacant school to catch fire. All of this happening at what used to be Burnetta C. Hill Elementary School on 3rd Street North. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported. Investigators have not released the cause just yet. Zydeco, a well-known music venue in Birmingham's 5 Points South neighborhood, is closing. It's been open there for more than 35 years. Iconic artists from various music genres have performed. The owners say rising costs to operate and maintain the 115-year-old building is the reason for this closure. Court records say Zydeco is being evicted for not paying the rent. The owners say they're looking for a new location and hope to reopen next year. Well, disinfecting wipes are probably a staple in your bathroom or cleaning supply closet, but they may not be the best option for keeping surfaces clean and your family safe. Consumer Reports shows you why these products could cause problems and ways to get around them.
Sales of disinfecting wipes skyrocketed in the early days of the pandemic. Disinfecting wipes are convenient, sure, but it turns out they're often overkill for a simple cleaning job.
Products labeled as disinfectants aren't simply cleaners. They also contain pesticides, and because of this, they require more careful handling than you might expect for a product that frequently appears on back-to-school supply lists.
In many disinfecting wipes, the active ingredients include quaternary ammonia compounds, or quats for short. They're effective at killing germs, and they're even used for infection control in some healthcare settings, like hospitals. But quats can also trigger health problems like lung irritation, asthma, and allergies.
These effects are especially concerning for kids because they breathe more air per pound of body weight than adults. No kids should be handling disinfecting wipes. Keep out of reach of children is right there on the label.
The American Cleaning Institute said in a statement to Consumer Reports, disinfectants are safe when used as directed. Disinfectants should not be applied by children. Most routine household chores require cleaning, but not disinfecting. Old-fashioned soap and water will do the trick. If you like wipes convenience, there are plenty that clean but don't disinfect. The EPA has a list of cleaning products that are considered to be safer than others. But certain situations, like a stomach bug, call for disinfecting to prevent the spread of infection. Thoroughly clean and disinfect the surface and allow plenty of time for the area to dry. Make sure young kids are not in the room for a while.
Now, if your child's school uses disinfecting wipes, you can ask that they store them away from children and that only adults use them. You can also get a doctor's note for your child if they're sensitive to these wipes.
And it's time for weather every 6 minutes. I have some news to tell you, and some pretty good news at that. The hurricane that was in the Gulf is now a tropical storm. So we're following Tropical Storm Rafael. This clearly means that it has weakened significantly since earlier this afternoon and evening. Maximum sustained winds at 70 miles per hour, winds gusting up closer to 85. It's going to remain tropical storm strength over the next couple of days. At least that's expected, but I do anticipate it weakening over the next couple of days as it's going to eventually trend down south into the Bay of Campeche, but no direct impacts from that tropical system. We could see some rough surf conditions along the Gulf Coast and maybe some swells from that tropical system, but nothing as far as impacting us severely here across central Alabama. So no direct impacts from any tropical systems, but we will see rain this weekend. Elevated rain chances Saturday and Sunday, with Sunday being the best chance to see some wet weather. A few showers around Monday. We get a break Tuesday, and then another front is expected to move through middle of next week, where we could see some more wet weather in the forecast. We'll be taking a look at that Super 7-day forecast coming up right here in just a couple of minutes.
In Shelby County, a man was arrested in Calera after more than 30 people say he damaged their cars while bloody and naked. Police report getting calls around 2:30 this morning. Homes and mailboxes were damaged during this. Here's how one neighbor describes what he saw when he went outside.
He was slamming his hand and fist and elbow into it, and it was covered in blood. It had blood all over it, and I was like, what in the world? We just don't have that kind of stuff here, and I will say that is a testament to the police department and everybody who works there, because they keep us safe here.
Now, we've learned police tased and then arrested this man, Caleb Sims. Officers say Sims admitted to being under the influence of drugs. A grand jury did not issue any indictments in the Daniel Williams case. The Jefferson County man was allegedly beaten, tortured, and sexually assaulted in late October of last year at Staten Prison in Elmer County. The district attorney says if any new evidence comes out, he could present the case again. Bessemer City school leaders are trying to put a stop to a snake problem at West Hill Elementary School. According to an audio message sent to families on October 21st, a snake was found in a classroom, another in a trap near a cafeteria door. School officials say the snakes were found in the morning before students got to the school, and pest control experts continue to inspect the buildings. Those experts say the school's location near woods, along with the cooling temperatures, entice snakes to find a warm place to hide and hunt. We'll continue, of course, to follow this story for you. You can stay with us here on digital, on air when the news is there, and on the WBRC News app. A new fire station is open in Tuscaloosa. It's right behind the Mercedes-Benz facility and has 3 brand new fire trucks. The project cost about $15 million, with 2/3 of that money coming from the state. Station 11 is also specially equipped to handle battery fires that happen at Mercedes. Mercedes employees say it's reassuring to know help is close by if it's ever needed.
And I just cannot speak enough credit first to Governor Ivey and her economic development team, who stood with us in this process. And then the work of Mercedes, Federico, the work of Mercedes to make certain that this project continue.
We really appreciate this set, which is most important to protect not only our operation, but most important, protect life, protect our people.
The $10 million for the project came from the state. It covered the cost of the construction, the fire trucks, and equipment. The Birmingham Vet Center played host to women today who served our country. Monday is Veterans Day, and the event helped build community and spread awareness about resources. The Alabama Department of Veterans Affairs is hosting events like this statewide. Lolita Price says the event is crucial for helping female veterans sign up for care they need.
Versus using other methods, face-to-face or going in or calling on the phone, they can do it online.
Now, there are plenty of local events coming up to commemorate Veterans Day. You can find updates on all of those right now on the WBRC News app. And of course, WBRC is proud to partner with the Salvation Army for the Angel Tree campaign once again this year. Today was the kickoff event in Leeds, and our very own Steve Crocker and Wes Wyatt were there for all of the festivities, as well as the music and activities to get folks in the holiday spirit. One volunteer says Angel Tree is a great way to make someone's holiday season a bit brighter.
We have just shy of 4,000 children that were given toys and clothing to this Christmas season. It's a big need with the inflation and just the cost of living itself. We've seen a bigger need this year, so putting it out here and at the mall allows more folks the opportunity to take the Angel and buy the gifts.
Now, this very special giveaway runs through December 3rd. Of course, you can stay with us to get a closer look at all the giveaways and all the information we'll share with you as we get closer to that day. Tania.
I love that. Time for weather every 6 minutes. Let's walk through that super 7-day forecast. We will see some showers around for your Saturday, your Sunday as well. The weekend doesn't look completely dry, so I would pack the umbrella and rain jacket for any outdoor plans. Here we are looking at the next 24 hours. Late Saturday morning, we'll see a few showers around, still widely scattered to scattered activity with a little bit more rain as we bring in the evening and Saturday night. Notice Saturday night, 10 o'clock, some heavy rain just out to our north and west. We'll likely see that rain pushing through overnight into your early Sunday. So early Sunday plans, anticipate some wet weather. Here we are 8 a.m. seeing some moderate to heavy downpours starting off in West Alabama, eventually moving further east, but some heavy rain cannot be ruled out at times. So be prepared for some torrential downpours. It won't be a washout, I would say, but I do think there will be steady rainfall throughout the day. So just plan for some wet weather being a nuisance to any of your plans. Here we are overnight early into Monday morning, still seeing some heavy rain around before we start to see major improvements throughout the day Monday. So Monday doesn't look too bad at all. I think our greatest rain chances Monday for Veterans Day will be in the morning, holding that 30% chance. Temperatures, afternoon highs in the upper 70s. And again, I even reminded you here, we're looking at a better chance for those morning showers. We'll hold on to mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies. I do think by the afternoon and evening, those clouds will start to break up, and then we'll actually see some drier conditions as we approach next Tuesday. Tuesday looks pretty good, mid 70s in the forecast, so not bad. Lots of sunshine expected. Notice we start to see temperatures decreasing after another front is expected to move through by the time we reach next Wednesday and next Thursday time frame. So looking at rain chances next Wednesday, I do think we'll see a little bit of wet weather. It doesn't look like a washout at all, but some rain. The big story, cooler air. So we will see those temperatures drop. We could start to see lows down in the 40s as we bring in early Friday morning, and a few lingering showers could be around for next Thursday. As far as Tropical Storm Rafael, still not seeing any direct impacts from that system even as we approach next week. So that's the good news. Next Friday, though, lots of sunshine with those afternoon highs in the upper 60s. We'll have a final look at that 7-day, or maybe not.
This is it, Tania.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, Tania.
That's a
Come
look
on
at
over, girl.
Okay, I hope you like the super 7-day forecast.
It's a little bit different when we are here digital with you guys. So yeah, they got to see the super 7-day a little bit longer. So there you go. Get up there slowly, girl. And we do thank you for joining us for this digital edition of WBRC 6 News First at 9. Of course, we won't be back here at 10, but Wes and Steve will be. So we hope you'll join them to get your news on WBRC News at 10. Have a great night.
Have a good weekend.